Shit, what's up, motherfuckers? This gonna be a trip report on my first Diphenhydramine trip. Don't fucking do this shit. Shit's fucking not good for you. Like, hold up. Do you notice something? Every Diphenhydramine trip report you come to, everybody says don't fucking do it. So if all these psychonauts are saying don't do it, you probably shouldn't do it because yeah, it's probably something wrong with it, and it definitely is. But bruh, this shit was fucking crazy. It's my first diphenhydramine experience, and I really underestimated this drug. I was not ready for it. It scared the shit out of me and kicked my ass for probably for disrespecting it and not taking it seriously. Oh fuck. This shit was a hell of a fucking trip though. I can't believe that fucking in over the counter medicine. You can just go up to Walgreens and buy for like $7. Not even. You can just buy that and trip like this. But anyway, I was on YouTube just surfing. This is just background real quick. I was on YouTube just surfing, and I was interested in DXM. I was researching that, and then I don't know. I came across the video, diphenhydramine in the title, so I'm like, I wonder what this is, and I wish I never would have. But anyway, I clicked on it. I watched it. It was called a diphenhydramine trip report expert level by Justin Bergerson or something like that. But I don't know. I was watching it. I'm like, this shit sounds crazy, but I don't believe half the shit they're saying because they were saying that it was gonna make you trip balls. You weren't gonna recognize yourself in the mirror. You're gonna see things that weren't there. You're gonna do crazy shit. I'm like, whatever, man. That is some straight bullshit. There's no way that fucking Benadryl can do that to you. But I was about to find out the next day that they weren't fucking around, and you shouldn't take this drug lightly at all. Anyway, yeah, I was like, oh yeah, another thing they said is that you'll probably talk to hallucinations. I'm like, who the fuck talks to hallucinations? How dumb do you have to be to talk to a hallucination? Like, come on now. But, again, like I said, the next day I found out you don't have to be that dumb. Maybe I am fucking dumb. I don't know. I am dumb a little bit, but anyway, in the morning after I found out about it, I'm like, yeah, whatever. That's kind of cool. But anyway, I was looking for this charger. I was looking for a phone charger, and I found some sleep aid bottle. I'm like, So I looked at the ingredients, and it said a diphenhydramine HCl hydrochloride, 25 milligrams per pill, and there's just like little bottle, a 100 white sleep aid pills. So I went and looked up and checked if it was it, and it was. I'm like, well, shit, I'm about to have an experience. So anyway, I took them. Well, I didn't take them yet, but I grabbed like 12, and I'm like, that probably won't be enough to hallucinate, but it probably would have since it was my first time, but I was fucking little stupid, underestimated it, but it kicked my ass for that. And I ended up grabbing 16, and I'm like, nah, I'll grab 22. That'll probably do enough. Dumb, fucking dumbass. Why the fuck? 12 would have been enough. Fuck, probably like 10 would have been enough, honestly. Anyway, it was after school. I was planning on going to my mom's apartment, staying the night, and tripping there. This wasn't really a good idea. I ended up getting caught, but I'll get to that. Anyway, I went to school with the pills on me. I don't know why the fuck. I was just bringing them with. And I was so paranoid. I acted like everyone knew I had fucking pills on me, but fuck it. Anyway, after school, I called up my mom, and they're like, yeah, we'll be there to pick you up later. I'm like, alright, bet. So while I'm waiting to be picked up, I was watching more trip reports on it, getting myself hyped up, I guess. Getting myself like, alright, I'm about to see what this shit's about. Anyway, they picked me up. I'm reading off my trip story book, my top secret trip story book I wrote in treatment. That was nice. That's how I spent my time in treatment, fucking writing my trip reports, glorifying drugs. Anyway, I get there, blah, 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 blah. You're watching TV, time passes, and then it was getting late, like 9:30, 10, and I was just at my mom's apartment playing Xbox. There, it was just a one-bedroom apartment, real tiny place. Just when you come in, it was a pretty big living room, a kitchen, and then you go like in tiny hallway. There's a bathroom, and then their room. I don't know why the fuck that matters. Anyway, I'm gonna get into it. So I told them that, like, I was like, I'm getting kind of tired. The reason I said this was because usually when I say I'm tired, they'll be like, yeah, us too, we're about to go to bed. So anyway, I'm like, yeah, I'm getting kind of tired, and they're like, yeah, us too, we're probably gonna get to bed. I'm like, all right, bed. So grabbed the pills, went to the restroom, and I popped them all real quick with the sink water. Ugh, oh, like a nasty. Start popping them with sink water. Popped them real quick, acting like I was like washing my hands or something. And then I was like, well, fuck, there's no turning back now. So, I don't know. Anyway, I was just now we play the waiting game. So I'm sitting in the living room playing fucking Minecraft. I was 13. This was back in 8th grade. Fuck, I can't believe I was 13 doing this shit. I'm fucking perma fried. I got HPPD from that shit. Anyway, here's the trip. Oh fuck, there's no going back now. The pills are already in my stomach. But I should have buckled up. I was not ready for the first major mindfuck of my life. Okay, so about 30 minutes had passed and I started to feel it. I felt, it's kind of hard to remember, but it's pretty like new, fresh in my mind. Even though this is like almost 4 years ago, it's fucking like I never forget about that shit. It's like it happened just like last week. I can remember that shit so clearly. Anyways, 30 minutes passed. I started feeling dreamy, lightheaded, and fucking weird. Like, I've never felt like this in my life, but I liked it. I was just looking around, and people who have done it know what I mean. You just look around and you feel off. You just feel like everything's just off. I don't know how to explain it. I'm like, oh, fuck. And, like, I felt like it was a dream and nothing was real, and I felt woozy as fuck. I was thinking two things. One thing I was thinking is, fuck, if this is strong already, what is coming along with, oh shit, I fucked up taking too much. And two, I was thinking, I really hope my mom and her boyfriend go to bed soon, because this feels like it's really gonna smack me. And all I could do is write it out now. It was kicking in, couldn't do anything about it. Shit's inside me. 22 diphenhydramine pills, 25 milligrams. Anyway, I'm gonna fucking get to it. Time keeps passing. It kicks in harder every minute. I'm just looking around. I'm like, fuck, this is really weird. Because, like, at this time, the only thing I've done was smoked weed, drank, and done DXM. And DXM was fucking amazing my first time. But anyway, first thing I noticed, or here, they got to bed, and I'm just sitting in the one of the chairs in the living room with the lights really dim and the TV on for light. And I was sitting on the couch just looking around the room, and I start seeing like what it looks like a gas fumes floating around the apartment. And at first I was like, is there a fucking gas leak? Shit, my hand's shaky as hell. I was thinking, is there a gas leak or something? But this shit was fucking awesome. Like it looked pretty dense, and it was just like floating around my mom's apartment, just like that. And then it like start like doing things. It start like twirling. Started shaping up and forming a ball that would like come out of the wall and go like that at me. Like it'd be like really jittery. And it'd like come out the wall at me like that. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but if you tripped, you know like exactly what I mean. And you know, this shit is fucking cool. I was feeling way more woozy and derealized. I was looking around like, fuck. Like, I don't know if this is gonna be good. Anyway, yeah, first thing I seen looked like the room was flooded with gas fumes, and I thought there was a gas leak in the building. Then I realized it was the drug. This shit is cool as fuck. a visual haze is what it's called. It's one of my favorite parts about it because it's just so interesting. It just fucking builds up, swirls around, makes shapes, and fucking like it builds shapes out of your wall and look come out of your wall and fucking start jittering and fucking waving around like I don't know. It's fucking awesome. So yeah, the visual snow is floating around the room, drifting slowly, like I could see the air floating. I spent a few minutes watching it float around, form what looked like balls of energy, violently shaking and building out of the wall toward me. It would swirl around, which is very fucking cool and interesting, entertaining, and mind blowing. I then put on some music, and I remember I played the Hills by the Weekend because it popped up on recommended, and I had these super good headphones, and I was just listening to that, and this music sounded so fucking real. It felt like the music replaced like the air in the room or something like, but it was in my headphones, and I could feel the music so fucking good. Like the music sounded so real and alive. I could hear every sound and layer in the song 10 times more crisp and clear. And every time I hear that song by the Weekend, I always snap back right to that fucking moment. And it's like, it's kind of a trigger. Because, like, I hear that, I'm like, fuck, dude, I want to trip on that shit. I don't know why. I just like insanity. And that's what diphenhydramine is. Don't fuck with it. Anyway, let's see. This is kind of a long ass trip report. I'll try to fucking get into it. Anyway, the music was so fucking just I don't know. The only way I can describe it is fucking real and right there. Anyway, after that, I was like, damn, this really isn't bad after all. But I was like, where are the hallucinations? Because that's the only reason I took this drug was to hallucinate. But I thought that too soon. As soon as I thought that, I looked to my right and I fucking jumped. Like my heart skips a beat. Do you know when you like go to fall back in a chair, you get that mini heart attack? That's what I felt. I looked to my right and do you know them apartment blinds, the like white skinny tall ones that you can like slide and then it opens up to the patio or whatever? I looked at them and I swear I seen so many fucking bugs all crawling up one way. And there was a lamp on putting light on it and it was kind of like a red tint to the light. And there was so many fucking bugs, like tens of thousands of them crawling up the just one way, crawling up and they're like it digging out of it like something digging out of a grave. It dig out my the fucking blinds and start enjoying their army of fucking bugs that I never seen before. And I was like, that scared the fucking shit out of me. And then I realized that it was a hallucination. So I'm like, all right, I guess whatever. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here and use the restroom because I had to piss. It makes you have to piss a lot. So anyway, them bugs. I was like, hell no. Anyway, yeah, I go to get up and I'm like, holy fuck. Like, it was pretty hard to walk. It felt like gravity increased by like 20 times. And I was just like, it felt like the ground was pulling me toward it and I had to fight to stay up. Like, the top half of my body was heavy and light at the same time. It's kind of hard to explain. But it's weird ass feeling. Walking felt like fucking I was being pulled by some like energy in like a bunch of directions and it was just like pretty hard to walk. Like I felt like my legs were fucking just bones, but bones that had like imaginary fucking weight on. I don't know. Anyway, I go in the bathroom and here's where shit gets weird. I go in there, it's a pretty big bathroom, but there's a mirror like probably like 15 feet in front of me. And I walk in the bathroom, I turn around, close the door, and I fucking jump again. I'm like, what the fuck? Who is this in the bathroom? And I start walking toward the mirror, and I see myself, and I'm like, who the fuck is this? I did not recognize myself at all. I thought it was somebody else in the bathroom. So I start walking up, I'm looking at him all strange, just like looking at him, and then I'm like, What's up with this motherfucker? He's copying everything I'm doing. And I start like waving my hands around and like making faces and shit. I'm like, oh fuck no, this dude's copying me. So I start getting like angry. I start asking him like, dude, like, what's up? Why the fuck you copying me? Who are you? And I swear tried squaring up with myself. And then I don't know what it was, but I'm like, oh wait, that is me right there. That's me. I'm like, oh fuck, I can't believe I didn't realize myself. I've never been on that level of fucked up before that I didn't fucking recognize my reflection. Anyway, after I recognize myself, I get really close to the mirror, like probably 2 inches away, and I'm just like looking at my face, and then I open my eyes like as wide as they can go, and I swear I seen these fucking brown spiders about like that big, like I seen probably like 7 or 8 of them, and they came out of right here. They came out of my nose. And they came out of this part of my eyes, and I felt them fucking skitter across my face. I swear, it's so fucking real. It was like they're actually there. I'm just like, got the fuck out of there. I'm like, hell no. I'm like, fuck no. And then I go out in the living room. I don't know if I was blacking out or something, but I don't. Time started to like cut up, and I only remember parts of it. I was definitely blacking out, but next thing I remember, I'm not sure if this was what happened next, but next thing I remember, at least what I think, is that I come out of the bathroom and fuck, I got a speech problem. Fuck it. The lights were on in the living room, and I'm like, that's weird. I didn't turn them on. So fucking, oh no. I go out there, and I see my friend in my mom's apartment, and like I'm like, what the fuck? Why is this kid at my mom's apartment? His initials are CH, and that's gonna I don't know. The initials separate the people that I was seeing. But I seen CH at my mom's apartment over in a different state at like 2 in the morning. I'm like, what the fuck is this dude doing in my mom's apartment? It's 2 in the morning. He's in a different state. I haven't talked to this dude for like a long time. Anyways, like I was confused, but I walked up to him. And I remember what he was wearing. He was wearing this yellow long sleeve shirt and blue jeans, and like I was walking up to him, and I was like, "Yo, bro, like, what's up? Like, what are you doing over here?" But he wasn't responding to me, and he was just looking blankly forward in the living room, just like. So like I walk up, I trying to talk to him like, hey bro, like what's up? Like what are you doing? And he still wasn't answering me. So I'm like, hey, like go to put my hand out to like do that hand smack thing. Put my hand out, and he disappears right in front of me, just gone. Like he was, I don't know, it was fucking crazy. I go to, it was like it felt like I was gonna touch him, so he just vanished. Like he was there one moment and fucking gone the other moment, and I was just like bent. Like when that happened, something hit me. I'm like, damn, I just talked to a hallucination or tried to, and I'm like, holy fuck, they definitely were not lying. So anyway, after this happened, next thing I remember was, the lights were off again, and I was on the different couch, and my mom was in front of me just talking to me, like looking at me all weird, asking me questions. She's like, are you sleepwalking? And I was like, no. The reason I said no is because fuck. When my mom's boyfriend would be sleepwalking, he'd always be like, "No, I'm not sleepwalking." So I was trying that. I'm like, "No, I'm not sleepwalking." And then she's just talking to me, and I guess I was just going on rambling about random shit, like you know what I mean. If you done Diphenhydramine or heard of people on it, or a funny thing to do is look up Tony's Dramamine trip. That shit's funny as fuck. Awesome. Awesome video. I can't stop laughing when I see that. But I'm just sitting there talking to my mom, and I keep getting distracted by the gas fumes. Like they're making shapes, and I remember I looked up to the corner, like one of them corners where all three whatever the fuck meet, and then I seen these little party streamer shaped gas fume transparent looking things, and they'd squeeze out the corner up there and come like float slowly toward me. And I was like I was intrigued by it. So I was like, wow, these things are trying to come up to me. So I was just like waiting for them, and I kept watching them, and they kept coming out of there. So I'm just like, what the fuck is this shit? Anyway, that kept happening, and then my mom's getting sketched out. She's like, "Are you on drugs?" I'm like, "No," and she kept asking me that, and then out of nowhere, I snapped to my eighth grade history class, and then what was happening next is my friend CW, same first name as the kid I seen earlier, but different last name, different person. I remember I was sitting in there in my class, and my friend CW is asking me, "Bro, are you on drugs? Are you on drugs?" She's asking me loud as fuck in front of the whole classroom. I'm like, I straight up said, like, "Dude, shut the fuck up. You're gonna get me caught." And then as soon as I said that, I bam snapped right out of it, and I'm sitting in my mom's apartment, and my mom's just like, it's like a foot away from me, and my face, just mouth dropped, just like she couldn't believe what she just heard. Then she started panicking. She's like, I don't know, she's just messed up because I was on fucking drugs, tripping balls at her apartment at 2 in the morning. After that, she's telling me go to sleep. She's asking me if I need to go to the hospital. I'm like, no, I don't think. And she was tempted to take me, but she just told me to go to sleep. So I was like, yeah, whatever. Went to sleep. That's about the end of that night. But then I wake up the next morning, and I was, I don't know. I had a hangover from that shit. I was just like half retarded the next morning. Anyway, I look on the ground and I see this little maggot thing squirming around. I'm like, ugh, that is nasty. And plus, I seen my phone on the ground, so I tried grabbing it, and my hand went through it. Like it was like a 3D projection, but my hand went through it, and I can still see it. And I was like, what the fuck? I kept trying to grab it, and my hand would go through it, but it was still there. I'm just like, what the fuck? It was kind of getting annoying because I just wanted to grab my damn phone. Anyway, another thing I was seeing was my mom's boyfriend in the kitchen just like looking at me weird, cutting something up. I'm not sure if this is a hallucination or not, but I don't think it was. But anyway, I think I passed out again, and then I woke up again, and that little maggot squirming thing, it was just a screw on the ground. Anyway, that's about it. This is a first trip report on it. I don't know. It might have been kind of rusty, probably too damn long, but it's all right. If you got 22 minutes to watch it, then hell yeah, thank you. I'm just trying to put my shit out on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed it though. Might have been kind of rusty, but fuck it. I'm just trying to get my trip stories out there, and I don't know. Enjoy your life. I'll be uploading more.